In this video, I'm talking about Orderable, which is a WordPress plugin that works with WooCommerce to allow restaurants to accept online orders. Whether you want to offer pickup or delivery and even tableside service, your customers will now be able to order directly on your website. This has the huge added benefit that there are no additional fees to third-party providers, saving you 30 to 40% on each order. With its sleek and modern design, it's perfect for mobile view where customers can view the orders, nutritional information, allergen information, product add-ons, and upsells. And its sleek checkout display. It also allows your customers to add tips. The kitchen can see the orders as they come in on the live view, which automatically refreshes, or they can have them printed through their cloud printer. The links below are affiliate links. It doesn't cost you, but it helps me. If you like what I'm discussing, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Hi, I'm John from JD Web Services, and I'm taking you through how to install the Orderable plugin to your WordPress site so you can start taking online orders in no time. First off, we'll have a look at the Orderable website and some of the features they offer. It is pretty feature packed, to be fair. Good to see its mobile first design, an easy ordering system, the zero freeze, so the third party apps aren't taking your cut, product menu layouts, product add-ons, so that could be extras that you want to add to the dish, order bumps, so if they just ordered a burger, you can order a drink and fries with it. Time slots, so that's telling your customers when they could do a pickup or the delivery. Holidays, when the restaurant is shut. Order management system, which immediately notifies the kitchen when the orders come in. It can then be tied in with the WhatsApp SMS notifications to let the customers know when their order is ready. Table ordering, so where your customers sat at the table, they can just scan a QR code and it takes them straight to the menu where they order. It goes to the kitchen, they know which table it's come from. Not so much in the UK. You got the checkout tipping, which obviously it's a big thing in America with the tipping. That's where they get most of their wages from, I believe. But over here we have a service charge. Sometimes people tip, sometimes they don't. Go to the documents. Well, they've got a really good knowledge base of how-tos. Next on to the pricing. Audible does do a free version, which just gives you the essential tools required. But as you can see, it does lack the features of the Pro version. You can download it from their website, or you can get it through the WordPress plugin directory. For the ease of this tutorial, I've already installed the WordPress site. I've used the Addons theme for the website, and that gives you the option for the starter templates, which is basically the whole website you could import, just saving time and ease for this demonstration. So if I go over to the actual website front end, you can see I've made some changes, moved stuff from the menu, added an order now button. Back to the plugins. I've already installed WooCommerce, and the Cadence blocks gets installed when you install the starter templates, but it is the free version. So now we'll install Orderable, go to plugins, add new, and then at the top we're going to search for Orderable. And there it is, the first one on the list. Go to install and then activate. Once activated, it then takes you into the wizard to begin the setup. As we begin the wizard, it wants the basic info of the business. So these are the details I've used when I set up WooCommerce in the first place. Your business email, continue, location, are you going to offer delivery, pickup, which days of the week do you open? So I'm just going to go for them days, normal hours. So we'll go from 12 p.m. 9 p.m. These can be adjusted later on in the settings, and that's it. Once completed, then takes you back into the Orderable dashboard. So we'll quickly go through the dashboard. So the store settings, these are the ones we configured through the wizard. But as you can see, the features are only available in Pro. You're able to set the open and close times there. And this is important. Make sure you update your time zone to where you are. This is for the delivery and pickup. Services on offer, delivery, pickup. So in the service hours where you've got delivery and pickup, so you can specify which days you actually do delivery. So if Saturday you're too busy, Friday as well, so we only do delivery Sunday, Wednesday and Thursday, but it'll be all day with them. As you can see, you can set the time slots, but once again, that's just available in the Pro version. As soon as possible, this setting is for the checkouts. Lead time, how many days you need to prepare a pre-order day before you accept it, and the holidays. The rest of these settings, the tip settings, it's only available in Pro. Customize the checkout. Side drawer, you'll see that in a bit, the pop-out that comes out with your order details on the menu. Notification, once again, only available in Pro. And style, so you can go through and adjust the colours to your branding. Then we have the live order view page. There'll be nothing there at the moment because we've got no orders in, but this will be a screen that you can have showing in the kitchen. We've got iPad mounted on the wall, or it can be at a service station and have a printer set up so it prints automatically to the kitchen. Product layouts, which we haven't got any at the moment, but this is how you design how you want the products to look at the actual page, but we've got no products, so we'll go through that later. So add-ons, time products, order status and table ordering are all on the Pro version. So we need to start adding our menu item products. So if we go to products, add new, and this is where we start adding our products. Juicy burger, price $14.99. Short description, this will appear on the menu, so we'll say then we'll add an image for our juicy burger. Juicy that. So we want these in categories, and if you see the product category here, we only have the uncategorized one. I haven't added them in at the moment, so and we'll publish. And we have a quick view. You can see there's our juicy burger, the juiciest burger in town, at $14.99. So I'll go on, I'll add some more products, but before I do that, add the rest of the categories. So you've got products, categories, and you'll see there the burger one we added. So So I've added all my categories. I'm removing the uncategorized one. But as you can see, I've added one called Special, which will come apparent later. Next, I'm going to add more products. So I'll see you on the other side. So now I've added a selection of burgers, pizzas, and some sides, even a steak for two. We can now go over to the product layouts so we can design how they're going to look on the actual website. Add new, so we'll give this a name, so menu, the categories, so it's asking you which one you want to show within this section menu. But as you can see, the sections part is available in Pro. So if you wanted this to be a burger menu, change that to burger, and then you'd select the burger category. Then it would just show the burgers that you have on your menu. So you'd have to do one separately for each of these. So for the moment, just keep it as menu. Categories, so it's going to be all of them. So the display, you've got the images, tick that. Any images associated with the items will be showed. Display, how do you want it to look? So at the moment it's a grid, go for the list look, which you'll see when you difference between mobile and desktop, laptop. You choose how you prefer it to look. Clickable cards, so that means this whole area, change it to add to cart, so wherever it is clicked, it'll add the product to the cart instead of just the button down the bottom. Yep, looks good, so we'll publish that. That's now published. Go back to product layouts. Now this is the product layout we just made, menu, and there's a shortcode which we'll need to display on the page. So go to pages, add new. So we'll call this order. Then we want to use the shortcode Audible has just given us. Bring up the shortcode block, that one, paste that in there, and publish. Then we'll go to view the page, and there we have a lovely menu with the items on there. So now we have our menu on display for the customers. I'll just click anywhere to add them to the cart. Click on the cheesecake. And you see straight away a drawer come out from the side where you're able to adjust to add more to it if you want to. And you can proceed to the checkout. There you have your checkout. It's a bit cumbersome. It needs to be cut down, but you don't get that option with the free version. Shipping, you're going to local pickup, delivery. It's got the lead time, so we're doing it for 2 days. You haven't got slots because also that's in the Pro version, and there's no delivery payment details being added to that. Don't know if you realise, go back to the menu, the order's not making any sense where you got cheesecake at the beginning, drink, pizza, going on to the burgers at the end. So we need to rearrange this order. Go back into the back end and go down to products, categories. So here we have the different categories and got the desserts. Just click on the 3 lines, hold it down and drag it to the bottom. drinks below that. Vegan. There, so now it should be burger, pizza, the vegan options, sides, any special, dessert, drinks. Let's see how that is. Refreshing the page, and there we have burgers, followed by the pizza, and so on. So that's looking better. Right, we've seen what the free version of Audible has to offer. Now back on their website, the link is in the description below. You can see the Pro version sells at $149 for the year, which works out just over $12 a month. And for the extra features it has to offer, definitely adding value for money. Buy now. Which takes you to the checkout page where you can choose between one site, 10 sites, or 25 sites. In this case we just need the one. So you go through, fill out details, agree to the terms and conditions, and complete the checkout. I have already bought this, so once again I'll see you on the other side. Completion of checkout will contain a link that will take you back to the dashboard. You can click download it, save it to your computer. Then to get the license key, go to Orders, where you're able to click on License Manager. The license key will be shown there. And then to install the Pro version, go to Plugins, Add New, Upload, choose File, then select Pro version of the plugin and install. Once it's installed, just click Activate. Once it's activated, we need to go into Audible. And here you can see the license key and it's not activated. Go back to your Audible account, copy the license key and then paste. Save the changes. Audible is now activated and we're ready to go. Now that Orderable Pro has been activated, let's have a look at the new features. First, in the store settings, we have the max orders per day. This during quiet times you can set to a greater number. And then during your busy periods, like over a weekend when you have a lot of walk-ins, you can cut this down so you don't get so many online orders. Remember to save the changes. Then if we come down the page, on the service hours, we're able to specify the actual time slots. So if you have an afternoon service, you can set it that, and then for the evening service. With the frequency being how long your time slot is, how long before the customer has to place an order, and then how many orders for that time slot. So that's the lunchtime service sorted. Now to put in the evening service. And if we go over to the checkout page and refresh that, we can then set the delivery date depending on the lead time and then the delivery time from the time slots that are available and place the order. As I said earlier, we have the tip settings. It isn't so much of a thing in the UK, but in America it is, but it's a really good feature to have. So we need to enable this. The label is what's going to be displayed on the checkout. And you enter the amount on whichever type you want it to be. So in this case, it's going to be 10% of the order value. So you can set predefined amounts, but you also have the enable custom tip where the customer can choose how much they want to tip. We save the changes and refresh the checkout page. We can now see the tip amount section has been added to the checkout. So it's defaulted to no tip, but choosing another amount automatically adjusts the total for the customer. Next is the checkout settings. This is where you're able to enable the custom checkout, making it for a better design. You add your own logo, and you can also link that back to whichever page on your website. So if I save the changes and refresh the checkout page, see how better the design is. As you can see, it's removed any distractions from the page. It looks a lot neater. You also have the ability to send notifications via Twilio, which is an SMS messaging service, or WhatsApp. First, you need to add your admin phone number. Then the opt-in checkout is on the checkout page, where you can have this automatically enabled. Setting up the two integrations is quite technical and beyond the scope of this tutorial. Now with the product layouts, we go to a menu layout and edit it. We have the sections option. This is where you can set the layout of your menu. So I've got top tabs there. So that's tabs for each of the categories. This isn't interactive, so it won't work there, but on the main menu it will do. So you've got several different options. That's just plain, no titles. Or you can have it split into the categories. If I put it back onto the top tabs, update, and then refresh the menu page. The tabs make a better user experience. You also have the side tabs. So refresh the menu page, and there you can see the side tabs to the left of the menu. But as you can see from the mobile view, even though it's set as side tabs, it defaults to the top. This is due to the viewport. So if your phone was to be rotated to the landscape position, it would then put them on the side tabs. You might want the ability to add add-ons to your food items, like with a burger. You might want the customer to be able to select extra cheese or pickles or what type of sauce. Or you can do this with the product add-ons. Go to add new. First we need to give it a title. You can decide what type of field you need. The text would be just like a label for the customer to fill in, or you got radio checkbox. So I've selected checkbox, and then I'm going to give it a title. The title or label is what actually shows up for the customer. And then we have our options. So for this instance, I'm putting cheese slice. So you can set to no image or image, how much you're going to charge, and whether it's selected by default. So now I'm going to do one for my sauces. Then we need to tell it where you want to show these extras. So you can have it on individual products or within a product category. So I select burgers from here, so that means whenever somebody chooses a burger, they get the option to choose these extras. Then publish. Then we'll refresh our menu and take a look at the extras. So now when somebody selects one of the food items that has these extras, you can see there's an extra bit on the menu where they can choose the cheese slice, pickles. In this case, because it's a checkbox, I can select both of these, but with sauces you can only choose one because it's a radio field. And you can see the price automatically adjusts to the new items. And when you're finished with your selections, you just add it to the cart. And then on the order you can see the extras, which will also show up for the kitchen. We're also able to add nutritional information and allergen so the customers can see what the food product contains. We do this by going to the products, all products. And then we can edit the food item. And if we can come down the page, under the product data, you'll notice there's the nutritional tab, which gives you a comprehensive list of items to fill out. From the serving size, calories, to the total fat, to vitamins and minerals. I'm not going to bore you while I fill this out, so I'll skip ahead. Once you fill them out, you save the nutritional information and then update. Now if we come back to our menu and refresh the page, you'll notice there's an info icon. Clicking on that will bring out the side drawer where it will display the nutritional information. The allergens is under the nutritional tab. This is a good idea to fill in to comply with food standards. There's been a few cases of people being ill, actually dying, because the customer wasn't notified of the fact that these food items could contain allergens. So updating the product item and going back to the menu again and refreshing the page. Now when clicking on the food item, you'll notice as well as nutritional information, it also has the allergen information. The customer can then decide if they wish to purchase. You also have the ability to do cross-sells. This is when a customer chooses an item and you think, well, maybe they would like chips with that. So if you come down to link products, then to cross-sells, then start typing in the product item that has already been entered. And then update the product. So then if we come back to the menu and refresh the page and select our juicy burger, when it's added to the cart, you notice at the bottom, you may also like, it makes it easier for the customer to add it to the cart. You can have more than one item in the cross-sells. Now, maybe because they bought the meal, they might like a dessert afterwards. So if I add the cheesecake and update, you'll notice the cross-sells are now on a slider and will transition between the products. You might want the ability to only put certain food items out at a certain time of day or on a certain date, but you can do this with timed products. Go to timed products, add new, give this rule a title, whether you want it to be visible for a certain time or hidden. You can choose it to be on a certain date, from a certain date up to a certain date, or between certain times. And then you need to set when you want this condition to be true. Because I've had a special category, I'm basing it on product category when it's equal to special. So any specials will be available between 12 and 1, and then we publish. Go back to our menu and refresh the page. You'll see the special tab isn't there now. That's because it's outside of this time range. So if I change the time and refresh the menu, you'll see the specials are back. Orderable has the ability to let the kitchen know of orders in 3 different ways. You have the email notification, but you also have the live order view. So go to Audible Live Order View. This presents you with a list of all the orders that are on. So you have the order name, the date, the status of the order, the total, whether it's pickup or delivery, and when it's due. The table column we'll come back to later. You can change the status by selecting the order, choosing the action, then applying. You can filter it by selecting the service type, whether it wants to be for delivery or pickup. You click the eye icon to view the actual order, but it'll have the delivery details, customer details, and the actual order. You can also update the status by clicking completed to complete the order. The live view also has the option of an audible bell that rings every time a new order is placed. I've placed an order in a separate window and you'll see the page actually refreshes automatically. The third option is to automatically print out the receipts of the kitchen. I haven't got a printer, but on the audible.com website in the documents there is links to the printers that can be used with WooCommerce for the cloud print function. But if you come back to the live view, you'll notice that all the status have the default settings of WooCommerce. Audible does give you the ability to set custom statuses. So to set these custom status, go to Audible, Order Statuses, Add New, add a title and tick to enable. You can have a custom status type, or you can relabel the default statuses of WooCommerce. Change the color of the label. And also give it an icon. And then publish. So I've just set a custom status. Now I'm going to change the label of the default WooCommerce processing label. Once this is published, if we go back to the live order view, you'll notice the status labels have now changed. You change the status through the order view, but you'll notice the custom pre-order status isn't there. Change that. We actually need to go into the order. Then from the status drop down box, choose the pre-order label and update. We can then see the changes on the live order view. We can also offer the customers table-side ordering. Go to Orderable, Table Ordering, Add New. This is where you individually add your tables. So in this case, I'm just adding table 1 and an ID for that table. The URL where you want the customer to go to place an order. Then once you publish, you'll notice a QR code appear. So Audible has generated a QR code which you can download and print off. This can then be placed on the table for the customer to scan with their smartphone, which will take them straight to the ordering page on your website. Because this is on my local network, I haven't got access to with my phone, but I've taken the website address that the QR code gives you. I can then place an order. And if we come back to the live order view, now if we come back to the live order view, we can see there's an additional option in the service column, that being table order, and then in the table column you can tell which table the order has actually come from. When it comes to actually shipping the products, I have it set that it covers the whole of the UK at the moment, but obviously maybe you only deliver to 2 miles away from your restaurant. So to restrict the delivery area, go to WooCommerce, settings, and then to shipping. We have shipping zones. If you go in to edit your zone, you can see from this the zone region is set to the whole of the UK. If we edit the flat rate, we can set the amount you want to charge for delivery. So because I'm going to limit it to certain postcodes, I need to remove United Kingdom and then enter the postcodes I'll be delivering to. I already have these, so I'm going to copy and paste them over and then save the changes. So now when a customer places an order for delivery and their delivery address is not within the postcode specified, you'll see that there's no options for shipping. But if I specify a postcode that is within the area, the shipping method will change and they have the options. That's for the local postcodes. You might want to extend the geographical location but charge extra for that delivery. So if we come back to shipping zones and add a new shipping zone, enter the postcodes for the zone regions you want the extended coverage to have, and then edit the flat rate for delivery to these postcodes. Whoops, I forgot to give the zone a name. I'm going to call this extended and then save the changes. So now if you go back to the checkout, refresh the page, you'll notice the flat rate for the immediate vicinity of the restaurant is $1.99. But if I change it to the extended postcode, the flat rate has now changed to $4.99. And if I change it to a postcode that's not within the zones, there's no shipping methods. There's also another plugin that allows you to specify the delivery area. If you go to plugins, add new, then in search box type in shipping zones by drawing for WooCommerce. This gives you the ability to draw on the map where you actually ship to, but you have to use a Google API to use this method. As well as selling food items, your website might be selling brandable clothing, but you'll notice that the shop will bring up all the categories. Here I've added a t-shirt, as well as that showing up in the shop, so as the food items, but you want the food just to be on the menu, and you also don't want the clothes to be showing up on your menu. So to hide the categories from the menu, first of all we go to the Orderable product layout and edit our menu. And from the categories, we deselect the clothes. And then update. Then if we go back to our menu page and refresh, you'll notice the clothes category has now gone. But to remove the food categories from the shop, we need to go to products and then categories. And there, if we edit on our category, change the visibility status from default, which is on view, to hidden, and then update. And if we refresh our shop page, you'll notice the burger category items are now not on view. So I'm now going to edit each category and change the status to hidden, apart from the clothes. And if we refresh the page, it's only the clothes category that's showing. You'll notice with the tabs that once you click on one of them, all the food items disappear, but maybe you want to view all the items. Well, we can do this if we come back into products and categories and add in a new category called all. Here we'll set the visibility to hidden straight away, then add the new category. We can then go back through each food product with a quick edit and add the new all category to them. Then we need to come back to the product layout and edit our menu. And from the categories, tick all and update. So now when we refresh our page, we'll have the all category tab. This is a good idea if you want to separate the menu items into lunch items, starter, mains, desserts, drinks, sides. So it's grouping together the certain food items that go together. This last bit is a custom code that when an order comes on, it changes the status to whether it's a pre-order or it needs to be prepared now. This bit of custom code I've done myself. I haven't coded in a very long time, but it works. You need to have the custom statuses set as shown earlier in this video, and we're going to need a plugin. So if we go to plugins, add new, and then search for code snippets. This plugin allows you to run code on your website. Install, I can see I've already got it installed but not activated. Now I'm going to activate. If we go to snippets and add new, we need to give this snippet a title. And then add this bit of code to the functions. The link to this code will be in the description below. But basically, it gets the order date, checks it with the date of today plus 24 hours, and then depending if it's greater, so that means it's not due for 24 hours, it'll give it the status of pre-order. Within that 24 hours, it'll give it the status of processing, which on our live view will show up as preparing. We then need to save changes and activate. So now when I place an order and set it for a day in the future, thanks for watching my first video. If you have any suggestions, please make them in the comment section below, and I hope you'd like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.